Hello guys and welcome back to another patch notes. So these are the patch notes for November 27th. We have gotten this patch notes 2 days early, so that's pretty good. So finally the Glaciette class is going to be released on November 27th. So if you have not checked out this class, just check my channel. I have a guide that already I've gotten my hands on this class for a while. It's a really beautiful class and it's going to do amazing DPS for those people who are looking for a DPS puppeteer. She is also extremely easy to use, so yeah, just check it out and then see if it's a class for you. Now, like every new class that is brought into the game, it is always accompanied by its own events and things like that. And one of the major things and one of the major questions people are asking is whether you're going to be getting a new character slot. And yeah, it is confirmed. Just log in on November 27th and then you should be able to get one free character slot so that you can make your Glaciette on that slot if you want to. Another thing to note is even if you're getting this new character slot, you're not going to be getting an increase in the account energy. I don't really know why they're so stingy with that. They should just give us more account energy. But yeah, it's not going to increase the account energy for the account, so it's just a free slot and nothing extra. Now, for those of you who are going to try and level up their Glaciette and they want to skip all the leveling process, the Advanced Resource Pack has been increased the limit to now 8, so you should be able to buy one more. So this is the pack where you can go straight to level 55 and then you can just do your Critical Conquest and your Abyss of Purgatories and you should be get to level 60 on day 1. Now, the next thing that is a little bit new with the Glaciette is when you're starting your character as a Glaciette, you will be getting a gold discount when you're crafting your gears over here. So this will have a discount. I don't know how much of a discount is gonna be, but yeah, it should be a little bit easier for a new player who is starting out as Glaciette to get their gears and stuff like that. After that, every new class will undergo a transition period. So this is a period where you cannot class change to this class for around 2 weeks. This will be lifted after 2 weeks. The next thing is in regards to PvP during this transition period. If you are matched against a Glaciette during this period, even if you lose, you're not gonna get any reduction in your points. But if you win, you will still get your points. So there will be a button where you can choose not to fight any Glaciette in any of these matches, but I would rather you just fight them so that you can learn the class. If you lose, you don't really lose any points. You're not going to be deducted on any points. So it's a win-win for you. You get to learn the fight in this new class and still, get your points if you win. And as well, if you are playing a Glaciette and you do your ranked, you're not going to be ranked against all these other different classes over here. You're going to have your own separate ranking with all the Glaciette, but this is only during the transition period. After 2 weeks, you're going to join all the other classes and you're going to be ranked normally. And also during this period when you're playing the Glaciette, the maximum you can hit is Master. You cannot go all the way to Legend. So Master 1 is the maximum rank. So for those people who like doing PvP, you know how this one works. It has been like this for every new class. Now let's quickly look at all the events coming with the Glaciette. So the Glaciette class is going to come with the same events that came with every other class. You're going to be getting your predestination rewards over here. Then you have the second event here. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that word, so I'm just going to say Frost event. So this will only apply to any new Glaciette that is created, so not any class change or things like that. So this is only for new Glaciettes. You're gonna do your normal login and you're gonna be getting your rewards over here, and you're gonna be getting this physic essence which is used for the next event, and that is the Frozen Azure Codex. So this is a battle pass kind of for the new class. You can do it if you want like some rewards there. You can, if you have some money to spend, you can spend here just to get some rewards, but not really nothing notable. It's just good for like getting it up a little quicker, because you do get your accessory boxes here, and also I think an armor boxes, so you can like get your class set and things like that very quickly. The next event here will be the Frost Whisper. So here you just do your dungeons and you're going to be getting the tickets, so bingo card tickets. So just do your normal dungeons every day, do your dailies, use your energy. You're going to be getting a lot of tickets, and that ticket will be used for the last event, and that's the Carnival Frost, which is a bingo one. Use your tickets and you're going to roll your chests over here, fill up a row, fill up a column, and you're going to be getting the rewards. You've had this event multiple times, so it is just the exact same. And that is it on the events regarding the Glaciette. You want to do this even if you don't really want to play the Glaciette, especially if you're a new player. You want to just do this and get it over with. The rewards are actually pretty decent for someone new, like very good gold and things like you get these Hexages Decerium, which are tradable, so you can sell them for a nice chunk of gold as well. So yeah, you just want to do it because you're getting a free character slot anyway. It's nice to get an alt that is a little geared up, because you do get a lot of gears just by playing. And that is it for the class-based events. Now we do have one more event, and that's just a login event, the Frostbite Journal. Just log in every day. You're going to be getting some rewards over here and a plus 13 ticket at the end. I just hope it was a plus 14. We don't need 13s anymore. Just give people 14s for those people who are stuck there and are getting plus 15 armors. There's a 13 there you can use. You do have a pink insignia bar. This is pretty random these days. They're also very cheap, so it's not really that big of a deal. However, you do have some pulls for your pet. Make sure you're going for your gentleman pet. It's a really good pet. Now, the next major event that is going to be launching the same time with a new class is the Returners event. So if you haven't logged in the game for at least 21 days, you are going to be considered a returner, and there's an event made specifically for you. I can't really showcase this to you right now. However, if you haven't logged in the game within 21 days, you're going to be considered a returner, and you should get like an event for you, which is going to help you catch up to existing players. Not really that big of a deal, but it is something that's going to actually help. Now, one notable thing I'm going to mention, if you're a returner, you're going to be getting a little bit of bonuses in the game. You're going to be getting some good rewards, and also when you do your raids as a returner, you're going to be getting extra revive attempts, which are personal, not like the team attempts. So you should be able to have an easier time to learn any of the new raids, because you have had a couple of new raids unlocked so far. Another thing that is unique to any returning player is you just want to play the game, use your account energy over here, just do it every day, and you're going to be getting enhancement fund. Now, enhancement fund is used to enhance your gear and weapons and everything. You want to head over to Glen, and when you're enhancing your stuff, if you have any enhancement fund which is up here, you should be able to get a nice gold discount when you're doing any of your enhancement. So you're going to be able to earn 30 million enhancement fund. That is the cap. So just make sure you're doing your dailies and stuff if you return to the game, and you should be able to enhance your gears. Another thing, when you return and you're willing to spend some money in the game, you're going to be getting a whole different top-up reward system for you. This cumulative top-up reward will be different from this one. It's going to be a separate one, and it's also going to increase the limit of your enhancement fund by another 30 million. So keep that in mind. And this enhancement fund is really important, especially if you are very low in your enhancement journey. 30 million is a lot of gold. Later on, it becomes nothing, but for now, it's actually really helpful. If you just returning and you are like stuck in the plus 15 zones, that should be very helpful for you. And there's even more events for the same returning players. So just once you log in, you're going to have a series of quests you can do, and this will be giving you raid materials, gear selection boxes. So make sure you do those so that you can actually catch up and start doing these latest raids that they have unlocked. And now there's even more events for those people who haven't logged in for even longer. So if you haven't logged in since September 17th, so around 2 months or so, you are going to be getting extra events to get you even more caught up. So there will be a login event for you where you'll be getting even more raid materials. You're going to be getting card packs because the next time was unlocked. You're going to be getting more enhancement vouchers, some insignia selection boxes, and things like that. Also, for those mega returners who did not log in since September 17, they should have a new pack in the cash shop. It's gonna be called a check-in pack or something like that. So make sure if you want to pay for something, look if that is worth it for you. But you should be able to get card packs and also some vouchers in that. I hope it's not too expensive for you, but yeah, it may be worth it, especially for the card packs, because you need to get your card packs really quickly if you can. And then the next event that is gonna pair up with the Returners event is the Journey with New Friends. So this has always been there for every time. It's really good for returners and also for newer players. Use a code from a friend or something like that, and they're going to be getting rewards, and you yourself are going to be getting some rewards. So yeah, personally I don't really have friends, so I don't usually do this event at all, but yeah, so these are a good one. So Journey with Friends and also Passionate New Season are the two events that are going to be here. Now this is a small tip for those existing players, veterans who are like very geared. You can help new players clear their hextures, their elites, their normals, their story modes, and you're going to be getting this reward, so enthusiasm coins, and you can come here and you can get yourself some nice rewards. And the selection box actually includes the things like Azrael model, which is super expensive, so it is worth it. So make sure you're helping out people. Just look at the wild chat, people looking for story mode, they just go in there, one shot those bosses for them, and you're gonna be rewarded for it. So yeah, that is that. Really nice one for veterans. Just make sure you're just helping people out. And then the next one is the Asian Battlefield Prediction event. So this is another event over here. You can come here and you can do your prediction here, see who is going to win. Look at the teams. We usually know who is going to win most of the time on this. So yeah, you just want to come here, predict, and then yeah, you have a chance of winning some stuff. So when the event is live, just come here, predict to see who's going to win, and you have a chance of winning some gold and some Monica and things like that, the titles. So that is that. So just make sure you're paying attention to this and do your predictions. The next thing is they're talking about the half anniversary event. So it's a very small event. Just log in anytime from November 27th to December 3rd. So it's a very tight window, only 1 week. And during this week, you have a chance to get an emote. So these are like specific exclusive emotes, and also an avatar frame just to celebrate the half anniversary of the game. And then next, we're going to go into the car shop. You have some new packs here related to the Glaciette. You do have your Frost Whisper Nova pack over here. So it's just a pack that gives you some pieces to like really quickly power level your alt or your main character. If you're making a Glaciette for the first time, you can come here, spend some coupon, and you're going to get a lot of selectable armor sets here, some raid materials, some magitriums. So these are things that are a little bit time gated. However, you can just like quickly pay and subvert some of the time getting on this. You also manage to get a lot of pulls, gacha pulls for pets and things like that you can use on your character. Now there is one pack that I don't really see yet here because I am in the test server. I thought they would have put it here, but it's not here. But there is one pack. I don't know how expensive it's gonna be, but it is actually massive. So this pack is called the Hexchest Crystal Pack, and it gives you 300 Hexchest Deuterium which are bound. Now why this is a big deal is 300 Deuterium is very good if you actually want to go for the OP weapon, and that is the Queen weapon. Now the Queen weapon requires you to get the upper and lower fragment of the chest soul piece. If you want to pray for one of these items, you will realize you need 3,000 Hexchest Deuteriums. This is super expensive. Now depending on how they price this in the cash shop, it can be worth it or not. I'm gonna let your wallet decide on that. But yeah, once this update is live on November 27, check your pack on the cash shop and then see if it is something you're willing to spend money on. But yeah, Hexchest Deuterium can be very useful, especially when you're trying to pray for particular scrolls, but mainly for the Queen weapon. It's okay just put in the 300, and that's, you don't have to max it out to 3,000, but just having 300 there is actually super good. A second pack that is gonna appear here now, if you wanna buy your Astro Clock, you just spend your gems. Now the major problem with class changing like this is usually the weapon. The weapon usually require 200 Hexchest Deuteriums. So we are going back to the first pack that gives you 300, but now there's a second one. The second pack, you're going to be able to buy your Astro Clock, but also it's going to be bundled with 200 Hexchest Deuteriums for you to change your weapon. I hope they don't overprice it. I really hope they make it a good price. So if you're trying to change your class to Glaciette eventually, look if this patch is worth it, if this pack will be worth it for you, because you really need the Hexchest Deuterium to do soul reconstruction and swap your weapon to the new class you are swapping into. Fingers crossed it is not an expensive pack and it's going to be worth it. Now the next one is the Void Lord random card pack. I do believe it is this one here for 1980 coupons, where you do get one legendary card over here, and then you do get a selection of either the Void. So this is a new card set, and then this one is the older that we have always had. So I do believe it is this one. It's around 1980 coupons. So if you are still working on your cards, you don't have your card set and you want to pay a little bit, you can buy the pack and then see good luck on getting the legendary card that you're looking for. And also I believe the second one is this one here, that you're going to be getting more card packs, so you can select which one you're looking for. This one is not really there. I do believe this is a selectable for the Void set, so you can get a legendary one here. It's a little bit cheaper on this one, 84% off. I don't know if this will translate to the official server, don't quote me on that, but if it is like this, is the kind of worth it just to get those pack. If it is like this in the official server, it's maybe worth it just to get the legendary pack so you can get it over with. At least the card set is a one-time thing. Once you get it, then you are done. You don't have to purchase more of this. And that is it for any of the cash shop changes. Now let's quickly go to the class balance. In this patch also has some class balances. Now, when it comes to class balances, the gunner is finally getting some love. I don't know if it is enough love, but it is getting some love, and that is to one of our major passives, and that is the Ultra Cannon. So that's the level 45 passive over here. So level 45 passive, you usually get damage bonus according to your hit level, and you always want to be around maximum hit at all times, and then you're like always cancelling out the explosion, right? So that you're always at 100% hit. And this one used to give you a 16% damage bonus at all times, because you can always upkeep this 100% of the time. Now this is getting a massive buff. So 0 to 44 is going from 4% to 12% damage bonus. 45 to 89% is going from a 12% damage bonus all the way to 24% damage bonus, so that is double. And then 90 to 100% is going all the way from 16% damage bonus to 36% damage bonus. That is an insane amount of damage bonus you're going to be getting 100% of the time. This is actually massive for all of you gunners out there. This should be helpful. I remember me saying that gunners don't have enough damage bonuses in their kit, so they decided to give it to the gunner itself and not to any of the armor pieces, which I actually kind of like really like. I'm gonna clap a little bit. That is a nice step in the right direction for the gunners. Then the next change will be to the Mystrix. Mystrix is also getting a little bit of love. They are really focusing on the musketeers this time. So Mystrix is getting a little bit of a buff as well, and this is to her passive. The level 15 passive Gunfire Bloom is getting a damage bonus. So the damage bonus from Bloom is going from 10% all the way to 16%. So an extra 6% damage bonus for this passive. And then you do have a second one, and that is for the Gunfire Finale. It should be level 45 if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so level 45 skill, Gunfire Finale, the shotgun part. So the shotgun should be giving you a damage boost. Now for the shotgun, you get an 8% damage bonus for the shotgun, right? When it comes to this passive Finale. So this is going from an 8% damage bonus to 12%. So a small 4% damage bonus on that one. So yeah, not a huge buff like the gunner one, but it should help Mystrix. Mystrix is doing okay, but yeah, this is a nice one. They need a little bit more buffs. And that is it for the musketeers. Let's go to the next one. The next buff will be to the magician. I really like this. I'm very tempted to swap to magician. I don't know why. Now for magician, they decided to buff his armor set, and that is the destiny piece. His 2-piece set effect used to give you a 12% skill damage every time you use your body double for 10 seconds. Really good buff. But now they are buffing this one massively, in fact. So it will go all the way from 12% to 25% skill damage for 10 seconds. So that's a really good buff on this one. Really good for magician as well, especially if you're doing cavalry, because this one also uses this. I know some people use the 2-piece warlock to get the umbro stuff. So I'll let you magician discuss which is the better one. You're gonna go to umbro, or you're gonna swap back to your class 2-piece, because now you're gonna be getting a 25% skill damage boost for just having 2-piece on your magician. And that is it for all class balances. As of now, there is no more class balance patches in this patch. If you're unlucky and your class didn't get any changes, just pray maybe the next patch will be for you. Now in this patch, there's very little optimization that are going to be happening, but one of them is again to the item conversion item. They really want people to swap around classes. Now the Astro Clock will be changed a little bit more. This one was reduced to have 4. So 4 is the maximum amount of clocks you're going to be using to class change. They have reduced this even further to 2. Now the maximum amount of clocks that are going to be needed to class change will always be 2. It will not go higher than 2. If you've already class changed your class twice and you have like a requirement to be like 3 clocks or 4 clocks, it is going to be automatically reduced to 2 after this patch. And then the last thing I'll mention is the rewards for the Asian Battlefield Finals. So these are the rewards. It's going to be a whole new mount. So yeah, it's a new motorcycle. I really don't like how these things are like for the pay to win stuff. I don't know. So free to play players or people who are not geared will never acquire any of these mounts. So these mounts are exclusive 2 winners, top 1 to 2 and 3, and then you're gonna be getting a whole new title, a whole new aura over here, which is pretty good as well. The passive is insane. And that is it for the November 27th patch. This patch is very loaded. It's more like a Christmas patch, to be honest, and I really am very hyped for this patch. I'm waiting for it to come in. I am doing my testing on the Magician, and I don't know, I really like this class. I've always liked the Magician, and they are buffing him even more, which I really like. So yeah, thanks guys for watching this really quick patch notes rundown. I hope you guys will have fun with your Glaciette. If you're interested in the Glaciette, I have a guide out for that on my channel. You can check that out and then show me some love. Please like the video, subscribe to me if you haven't. I also have a little bit of a small membership if you want to personally and directly support me. It's around $1 or $2, I do believe. So yeah, you can just click that join the So yeah, you can click that join button right there. It's probably looking at you somewhere down there, and I guess I'll see you guys on my next one. Peace.